poppin'?
No.
Well, what we really need is a phenomenon. Hit it like one pop a bomb. Get it hot like
I'll help you get that stuff from the back. Just remind me. I'm gonna miss you. I was with my baby since the 3rd, and it is now the 17th. But I'm so happy I spent it with you for my birthday. She made it so special. I think without her, I would have been all by myself on my birthday. I'll help you. Yeah. Left the nest. So sad. So sad. I guess I shouldn't. I'm not gonna look at it like I'm alone. I'm not alone. I'm not alone. Then why do I feel alone? I have to pick up some boxes because I'm moving in August. I have to pack. I have to get home and pack. But I also have to edit this vlog that I haven't posted yet. I feel like I'm slacking. I'm gonna stop by Erewhon. I need like a pick-me-up. If I'm out and about, even if it's in my car, I feel so much better. Like my mood is like instantly lifted. But I don't know if it's the building that I live in right now, because believe it or not, every place has its energy, and I have a feeling that the building that I live right now is just not homey. Like there's something about being there that I just, not the inside of my apartment, but the building itself. There's something about it that I just, as soon as I get there, I just like immediately like mopey and feel down and all that. I was thinking about reading you guys a poem. I wrote a few poems a while ago because I used to write poetry when I was a kid. I don't want to sugarcoat it. I didn't believe in myself as a kid. At one point I stopped writing poetry, and I really think it's because I did not believe in myself. And that makes me really sad because, I don't know, if I could turn back time, I would tell my 12-year-old self sorry for not believing in me, for stopping that journey of self-discovery through writing. It's a vulnerable thing to share because this genuinely came from my feelings. It didn't come from anywhere else. A few vlogs ago, I was trying to explain that I just feel the world so deeply. That's kind of why I also really try to heal and work on myself, because I feel like I'm a super sensitive person, and if there is some way that I can work on myself and not feel sad or down or depressed, and there is actionable steps that I could take to not feel those things. Granted, we're always gonna have those emotional waves come through, and they're not predictable per se. You just kind of have to like really accept emotions for what they are and try not to overly identify with them sometimes. Of course, sometimes emotions are really telling of the circumstances that we're currently in, and I'm not saying that you're never supposed to make sense of emotions, because I do think we are supposed to sometimes try to understand why we are feeling the way that we're feeling. But also I do believe sometimes just emotions hit, and you just have to kind of like ride the wave and deal with those emotions responsibly in a way where you're not suppressing anything. Like yesterday, I had a really good cry. It just made me feel so much better after I cried. I don't enjoy crying. It doesn't make me feel good. I feel emotions with this intensity that I can't even describe. But I did feel a lot better after, as opposed to me not crying, me suppressing everything. Like if I would have suppressed everything in, I would have not felt so good about myself after. And I feel better today because of that, I think. And excuse me. Wow, my hair looks so intense today. I promise I brushed my hair. Boxes secure. My dad found them for me because boxes can be reusable, and our planet will appreciate that very much. I'm gonna quickly try this matcha. Yeah, I waited to get home for you guys so I could try it on camera. The second time I see it at Erewhon, but first time I actually buy it, because the ingredients are really not all that bad. Maybe just like the sunflower lecithin, which is usually what they put in the almond milk. That one isn't like my most favorite thing. The guar gum isn't really my favorite things in here either, but overall, I would say the ingredients in this are like 90% good. I bought this for my smoothies, but this goes bad pretty quickly. And then my favorite, these have become my most favorite things. The hazelnut oat bars, they're so good. You need to try these out for yourself. Was I supposed to shake it? Because I didn't even shake it. Oh man, I was supposed to shake it. Okay, I don't have a straw, but I have this. I could stir. I should have just read the instructions before. I actually think this is working quite well. This is not bad. The only thing that I would suggest to do with this is pour it in a cup with ice, which probably gonna do that when I go upstairs. And I think that'll make it taste even better. But honestly, for it to be a matcha latte and a, what are these called? Like a can? Yeah, a can. I'm actually gonna make myself a smoothie when I get upstairs with this coconut cream. Anybody else listening to Chapel Rowan? I love her. She's that girl, you guys. I had Charlie 2 weeks and it's weighing a little heavy on me because I got used to her beautiful presence. A little sad, I'm not gonna lie. Any parent that's dealing with the same situation, the same 50-50 situation, I commend you. We are so strong. I can't imagine in my particular case where my daughter wants to live with mom and would rather visit dad occasionally, and that's not the case because the other parent doesn't feel like that's right or whatever the reasoning behind that. It's disheartening nevertheless. It's a work in progress. I go through emotions like any other human being. I think also when we're on our phone too much, I don't know about you, but I definitely notice my mood declining. That's like an indication for me that I need to take a break from my phone. I've always known in my heart that these situations are playing out for a reason. Life's just never given you random scenarios. I think that everything has its purpose as to why we go through the things that we go through. My daughter is not going to be young forever and she's going to have her voice heard eventually. She said before she left, she's like, I'm going to call you 3 times every day because since I had her for 2 weeks, her dad requested her for 2 weeks straight. So I'm basically not going to see her till the end of the month. I'm just learning to love life in every light, and it is a work in progress, but I'm willing to work towards it because I know how devastating it feels and how lonely it feels when I'm not working towards it, working towards healing and not working towards evolving. I know what that's like, and working on myself has brought me so much comfort. For anyone else out there watching this, all I really hope is that this serves as comfort to you, that you're not alone. Brighter days are coming, but in order for the brighter days to come, you have to work on looking at today as a bright day. And when we look at today as a bright day, and we're able to bask in that happiness, we attract the most unimaginable things. I've seen it firsthand when I'm in such a wonderful mood. I've seen how beautiful the days can get. I'd like to end the vlog today with a poem that I wrote back in May. When life starts feeling rough is when things make the least sense, making for an experience seeming progressively dense. So many religions, yet far more opinions, often leading towards endless doubt. Division between politicians and regular civilians, still trying to grasp how this all came about. If the existence of God is real, then why must evil prevail? Well, that is something that law of polarity lets us easily unveil. For no good can ever come to be without the bad. Just like beautiful days filled with joy simply don't come without the sad. From this contradiction, I find a great deal of beauty in diverse points of views. Just as life can appear ugly, it too can become beautiful if you so choose. Learning to find the gem in a variety of angles, there resides true peace. Fixation over all sorts of things only takes thee towards grief. Peculiar, that's the way one moves through grief and starts treading towards a brighter day. See, without duality, the cheerful moments cannot be appreciated in the same way.